Beloved heart, I invite you to sign up to my mailing list, and as a result of signing up, you will get a free gift. It's a 5D rebalance tune up of all these chakras, and chakras are my specialty. So I would love to gift you with this transmission that is filled with light language and codes to help you stay balanced and tuned up during these increased frequencies of energy of this ascension, this new earth frequency. So check out the links in the notes of this show. And I look forward to connecting with you. I am sending you love. This is the transfiguration of the new you. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my podcast. I'm the host, Monica Bermudez, and we have a special guest. And actually, she was with us in the first one for season 2. Dr. Grazyna is back. So, I've been emphasizing a lot about health and wellness lately because it is a big part of us for New Earth and staying in our bodies. And with all the ongoing changes going on with the energies, our physical health in every way, whether that be mental or emotional and physical, they all are required, right, to stay really healthy and be able to do your part and serve your soul purpose, be able to express yourself divinely, right? It's better, than being in a hospital sick. So I would just emphasize how much this is important. As you can see, there's been, a trendy thing going on about health and better ways to take care of ourselves. And I can see the new earth having like all these great technologies and these great ideas for ways and for us to improve our health in different ways. So welcome back, Dr. Grazyna. And I know this is like our second episode together because I really love the work that you're doing and everything that you're bringing here to us, to improve our lives. But for those who may be listening for the first time, maybe you could give a quick intro of yourself and a backstory.
Okay, thank you, Monica. I'm extremely happy to be here and to contribute in any way I can to your listeners. And yes, this is so important to stay healthy. It is so important to stay without discomfort because it's very difficult to enjoy this life, and this is our purpose, really,
Yeah.
to enjoy it if you are suffering all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I deal with this with people every day, and we are helping them to transform to you are spirit and have a body, so you take care of your body and everything. Everything is in harmony, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's what our purpose is. So, I am actually PhD in electrical engineering. I was invited to United States to teach at university, and I loved it. I liked my research. I like, mainly research in biomedical field. However, there were some problems with my husband, who had a problem with the shoulder. He was not able to lift his arm without the help of the other arm. He was in constant discomfort, although he was one of those people who ate correctly, exercised, didn't have too much of a stress, but through football, he destroyed his
Mm,
shoulder.
yeah.
So the doctors, when they checked it, they said, there's nothing we can do. It's too damaged. It's absolutely bone on bone. You have to have replacement. And he said, well, if I do the replacement, can I water ski? Can I lift weights? And they said, no, you
Mm-hmm.
have to be very careful. He said, I am not doing it. So then it was a suffering because the pain was not less, but become worse and worse all the time. And how long you can live, Monica, on a painkillers, right?
Right.
Without destroying yourself
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah.
So that was the story. So then we started looking. And that was the first thing that we saved his shoulder. That was 14 years ago. He finally said, I have like a brand new shoulder. And that was 14, as I said, 14 years ago. Until today, he has feeling like brand new shoulder. He never had replacement. He can use his arm. He can have all the, he can lift weights, do water skiing, whatever he wants to do, and it's fine. So from there on, during those 14 years, I helped more and more people because he said, look into that, check clinical studies, because we are obligation to help people. And that's how it all started.
Mm.
And it didn't start as a business. It started, as helping people, helping those people, helping another people, and so on. And this is how I started working with my son, and it developed to a system. And I started really studying because I knew since I was very small that our body is much more powerful than we can realize. I knew it. I felt it inside, but I didn't know how to develop it to that better, higher level, that we can really utilize more of our brain, that we can utilize more of our abilities that other, maybe even before us, some generations, some societies were able to do more than we are doing today, right? So there is a possibility. So and then I noticed that actually, Monica, we can get younger every year, not older. And that was shocking because if you tell to somebody, yeah, right, you can get younger, right? Right? They would tell you like this, right?
Right.
Actually, this is scientifically proven. If you check recent Harvard University, you notice that the information about our youth is stored in our body. So if this is the truth, why we are not using it? This is a good question, right?
Yeah.
Where we have to get out of the way and let our body restore itself. But with this type of food, with this type of way of thinking, with this type of mental cloud, what we have, with this negativity around, with all this, it's very difficult for our body to exist
Yeah.
because our body is created to heal itself.
Yeah.
Our body is created to do it. So this is how it all started. And now there are a lot of people taking supplements, and me too. However, what I am looking for, and I am mainly looking for supplements that not coming with outside to your body, especially synthetic. So that means because it can disturb your body. And I know it through my research that the body doesn't like to get something from outside. Well, if it's necessary, but it's not optimal. But giving some plant, especially plant-based, especially something that can stimulate your body own production of the things that your body needs. So this is mainly what I'm focusing on. And this is what I want to talk to you about.
Yeah. It's
You know,
perfect. Yeah, because everything you're saying is on point. It's something that I've also talked in other podcasts as well about the power of your own healing. There's things about like with the energies that we can also do with ourselves, but when you combine it with all the stuff that you're talking about, here, like some of the products, as well as, because a lot of them do come from nature, which nature for me is our regenerative and restoration. And we've been so disconnected from nature for so long.
exactly. Exactly. And I know it for a fact because when I was teaching at university, I had so many things to do. I had to write proposals. I had to prepare lectures. I had to take care of my son. Everything at the same time. There was no time. There was always hurry, 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 hurry. Do you know this type of lifestyle? Hurry,
Yeah.
hurry, hurry, hurry.
Rat race. Yeah.
I noticed I didn't even hear the birds singing. We had big sanctuary over there where birds were beautifully singing. I was passing by this and I couldn't hear it. I couldn't see the nature around us because it
Mhm.
was always hurry, 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 hurry,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's the way we've been trained and brainwashed, I would say. Because, staying busy like in a rat race, constantly always doing something like a 9 to 5 job or
Yes,
whatever, right? And
yes.
not paying attention to what's outside.
Oh, everything is for yesterday. Oh, your proposal is not ready yet. It has to
Mhm.
be on my desk tomorrow. Okay, you
Mhm.
have to do this. Oh my gosh. So, you know, when you stop and look at the nature and beauty and ocean. Look how this all is created perfectly. And
Mhm.
believe it or not, our body is created perfectly too. So let's talk about this anti-aging. So again, as I don't know if you remember from my last presentation, but we have two age.
Mhm.
We have a age which is which we're born, and we have just cannot do anything about it. So, like for example, this year I will be 74. I was born in 51. So I will be 74. There
Mhm.
is absolutely nothing I can do about it, right? So this
Yeah.
is the real age, right? But when you measure biological age, because that's chronological age, right?
Mhm.
Biological age, I was based on biomarkers. They checked that I am 58. And today in the morning, I don't know if you know the scale. We have such a scale that you can stand and they measure or your fat and BMI and also evaluate your age.
Mhm.
Scale said I'm 45. So,
Wow. So you're getting younger is what you're saying.
so what is really your age?
Mhm.
Listen, you shouldn't pay attention to the numbers of your age
I
because it
agree.
doesn't really matter.
Yep. And that's
Nothing matters. It matters how you feel, how you
Mhm.
look, your level of your energy, your vitality,
Exactly.
all. And if you are nice. So let's talk about it, how to get it back,
Mhm.
because
Reverse it. Yep.
a lot of people lost it. And I was one of them because of this run, 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 run all the time.
Mhm. Yep.
You finally don't know, the life passes by and you don't know even that you were alive.
Yeah.
No.
That is
So
no life.
exactly. So let's evaluate this. I will talk today about amazing, amazing drink that I discovered,
Mhm.
which is called I call it neurobiome wellness drink because it really works on the connection of your gut with your brain.
Mm.
Because I don't know if you know, but your gut is a control center of aging.
Mm.
People are buying expensive creams. People are going to do the plastic surgery. People are going to do Botox injections, right?
Mhm.
But you know what? Your gut is the control center of aging. Nothing is going to work correctly if your
Mhm.
gut is not in order because 70 to 80% of your immune system is in your gut.
Yeah, I believe it.
And a balanced microbiome reduces chronic inflammation. Do you know that one of the biggest accelerator of aging is inflammation?
Oh, yes. Yes.
I mean, my God, this is something everybody should be aware of.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, not too many people know that, but yes, you're right.
No, no, but it is critical. Ladies and gentlemen, this is critical. So, this drink, what it does, it helps your good bacteria. It helps you to rebalance the
Mm.
microbiome, reduce your bloating. Do you have bloating from time to time? Do
Yeah.
you have, you can have promote cellular renewal from inside out.
Yeah.
So this is what it does. It has probiotic, prebiotic, and phytobiotic.
Mm.
What is phytobiotic? It's the phytobiotic works on this nerve
Mm-hmm.
connecting your gut with your brain.
Okay.
That connection. You know, the gut was called the second brain, obviously. Right?
Yeah, but so is our heart too. But yes, but
Of
they're all
course.
like interconnected, you know?
We have
Yes.
also this connection as well, but today I'm focusing on the gut and brain.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yes.
yes, this is another one extremely important. Yes,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
extremely important. But today we are connecting gut with the brain. So what is happening? You know, in your gut, if you have bad bacteria, so for example, you took antibiotic, or you have some bad food, or whatever, these bad bacteria are all the time. You know, some poisons. I mean, not real poisons, but you know, something from your food which is not the best. It all creates this bad bacteria in your gut, right? And now there is no space for the good bacteria. So now, if we put the good bacteria there, they push away the other ones. There is no space. So you rebuild your microbiome, and also you rebuild your walls, so there is no leaky gut. Okay.
Mm.
So there is the one thing. The other thing, do you know that this chronic stress is aging you faster than you ever think?
Oh yeah, stress is a big factor for many things.
And tell me today who is not under stress.
Yeah, the whole world is right now, especially with everything that's going on.
I mean, my God, and you know what? And the news and the information and
Yeah,
what people are talking about, they add to it all the time. They try to
doesn't
frighten
help.
it, like the world will finish tomorrow, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you will be on the street not having food, you know,
Yeah,
all this, all the time they try to frighten it. I tell you, all is well.
yeah, yeah.
All is well. So, but this, do you know, the cortisol, which is a stress hormone, breaks down collagen
Mm.
and speeds up your cell damage and leads to poor sleep. All these factors cause your aging,
Mm-hmm.
and they will show up on your face and on your body.
Mm-hmm.
So lowering cortisol is extremely important.
Yeah.
So this drink, which I'm talking about, they have adaptogenic ingredients that help regulate your stress response, calm your nervous system, and improve resilience.
Mm.
So the so number one, when you heal your gut, you not only feel better, but you literally slow the clock of internal aging. And also less stress, where's less, if you have less stress, less wear out or tear your body. So that means that when you relax, you regenerate.
Mm-hmm.
So now that's very, very important. And then the next thing, like a secret, is that fatigue. Sometimes, do you feel sometimes tired?
Well, yeah, if you work a lot, like if you're constantly working, yes.
And
Don't take
sometimes
breaks.
people, no matter, you know, they feel fatigue. You
Mm.
know, they even wake up after sleep fatigue. You know,
Yeah,
I
it's true.
have clients like that. But I want to tell you that it is not just tiring. You know, it is a sign of cellular burnout,
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah.
see. And so the low energy, a lot of people say, oh, I don't have anymore that much energy.
Yeah.
Well, that means that your mitochondria, so what is your cell powerhouse, aren't functioning well. So over time, this leads to premature aging.
Mm.
So what this drink again does, it supports this mitochondria function, and
Mm-hmm.
natural energy production. Without caffeine, crashes, you know?
Yeah.
So again, when your cells are energized, your whole body feels it and
Mm-hmm.
acts younger.
Yes.
So, so this is something but very, very important. But now I think that you will appreciate number four, the secret number four. That is how this drink relates to your vibration.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think to your
Oh,
audience, I can talk about that,
yeah.
right?
All right, let's hear it.
Remember, feeling good, you feel good and you manifest better. Agree?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So your emotional state, how you feel, it's
Mm-hmm.
not just a mood, it's your frequency.
Yes.
And when you feel good, you vibrate higher.
Yes.
And then that directly impacts what you attract to your life.
Yes. It's
And then you can
everything.
have many examples of that.
Mm-hmm.
Positive emotion like joy, like calm, like clarity, create
Mm-hmm.
a fertile ground for manifesting your goals and desires.
Yep.
But when you are stressed, fatigue, or brain fog,
Unlock your limitless potential with the monthly multiversal circle of creation. This sacred quantum manifestation ritual will awaken your inner power and connect you to the successful versions of yourself across the multiverse. Clear blocks, amplify your creative energy, and set powerful intentions for abundance, love, and possibilities. Activate your galactic aspects, recalibrate your nervous system, and manifest your dreams with cosmic clarity. Available in person and via Zoom. Join us for this transformative experience today.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And it sets in you, then they pull your vibration down,
Mm-hmm.
block your ability to align with your truly what you truly want.
Hmm.
So this is very, very important that and I really I will tell you my own testimony how I felt. But I tell you, this drink is more just a wellness drink. It is a vibrational reset.
Mm.
By nutritioning your gut brain axis,
Mm-hmm.
helps rebalance your mood, lower your cortisol, which is a stress hormone,
Yeah.
and boost your natural feel good chemicals like serotonin and dopamine.
Mm-hmm.
And what is the result of it? You feel lighter, clearer, more inspired, and energetically aligned with abundance and possibility.
Hmm.
And this is important that you do not take serotonin,
Mm-hmm.
you do not take GABA, you don't take dopamine.
Hmm.
Your body starts producing it.
Oh,
This is
naturally.
the
Yeah.
difference. Yes. So this drink isn't just for feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
It's for becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts good things to you.
Yes.
When you rise your vibration, you rise your life.
Mm. I love that.
So that is something that I am so excited.
Yeah,
I
that is
had so
exciting.
much, and what is phenomenal about it, number one, that you feel it first time, or at least the first
Mm-hmm.
second time when you drink it. So in a few days, you already see the results. I felt it the first day, and also that you have 3 months money back guarantee. So there is no risk for you to try it. And I tell you, it's phenomenal.
Yeah,
So
that's the best kind. Is 3 months, back guarantee to just try it. And why wouldn't you? I mean, if you had an opportunity for something that involves or, is part of nature that you're restoring in your body, you know, I would try it.
it is plant-based.
Yes.
So it is absolutely. So the first that you will have two boxes. So you will have two pouches. So one of this
Mm-hmm.
is probiotic, prebiotic, phytobiotics, what I was special strains, which
Mm-hmm.
are created for that, for the connection with the gut and brain. So it's not like you can go and buy your probiotic somewhere, right? This is amazing. This is for this particular drink. And the second box is the box that has, I tell you what it has inside so that I am not, by the way, it also gives you, we also have product for kids, the same.
Yeah, it'll be good for kids nowadays.
Oh my God, I cannot tell, I don't know if I can tell the name of the illness. For autistic kids, I have heard from the doctor who was using that it
Oh,
helps.
okay.
But
Yeah.
I know I cannot claim anything, and don't blame me for claiming anything. I'm not claiming anything, but
Yeah.
that doctor who works with kids told me that she uses it and it helps the kids. I know the students who are taking it, and for the exams, they said they cannot go without this to study for the exams because they help them so much to focus,
Wow.
motivated
Mhm.
it is like not like coffee that crushes you, but this
Yeah.
is something that is natural. It produces natural, your body is
Mhm.
vital,
Mhm.
alert, and happy and happy,
Yeah.
you
Yeah, I
know.
love that. So what you're saying, it also helps people who's been diagnosed with ADHD also.
Yes, again, I cannot claim anything, so we are
Mm-hmm.
not claiming here anything.
Got you.
Taste it for yourself and
Exactly.
let us know, because we cannot, with natural products, as you probably know, we cannot cure anything, right?
Right.
You
Right.
can only cure with medication and surgery, but but I
Yeah.
tell you, try it.
There is that
Try
disclaimer,
it for
yeah. So.
yourself. Yeah. So what it has is, okay, I tell you, first of all, I tell you what it has, and then I give you the clinical status. So the first, as I said, the first box which you mix, it has probiotic, prebiotic, postbiotics, right, in the special. But the second one, which needs to be put together, which sharpens your focus, motivation, sustain, and natural energy. It have production of dopamine and the neurotransmitter for motivation, and so it's powered by lion's mane mushroom,
That's a powerful mushroom.
exactly, for neural growth and memory support.
Mm.
That's important, so that we keep our memory. Citicoline for brain neurotransmitter support. So that means that it's helping feed your brain's dopamine and acetylcholine production, and a synergistic blend of mango leaf, lychee fruit, and palm fruit. And these extracts are for mental clarity, endurance, and overall brain health. So you will get they work together, give you clear, energized mind with no jitters or crash, just pure, steady productivity. Okay. And actually, the lion's mane has been shown to help regenerate brain cells and improve memory. So this is a very, very good.
I believe it.
So now, Monica, I tell you, which really impressed me. These are science-backed clinical studies with this,
Right.
which
That's the
was,
best part.
yeah, lowers tension by 45%, lowers feeling of sadness by 55%, lowers anger by 54%, lowers fatigue by 64%, lowers confusion by 43%, rises vigor by 44%, decreases irritability by 60%, decreases anxiousness by 55%. So calms if you are anxious or whatever. That's increase good gut bacteria by 70%. 70%.
Wow. Yeah.
That's amazing. And improves overall positive mood. Guess what?
Mhm.
211%.
I love that.
111%. Decreases negative mood by 105%.
Wow.
So yeah, my girlfriend said that she was going with her husband to shopping. And then he was joking there, oh, let's buy this meat. And normally, of course, they don't buy meat. They eat they are only fish, but they don't eat meat. So normally she would be like mad, like, you don't know, we don't. She started laughing. So he joined her. They were just laughing. You know, what about instead of yelling at your daughter, you just laugh? You just
Yeah.
make her feel good. What about yelling at your husband or
Yeah.
your wife, right? You just change everything to feel good, and you know, you can still discuss, you can still disagree, but
Mm-hmm.
the way you do it is going to change.
The
And I
mood
tell you,
changes.
I had a lot of stress last month
Yeah. Yeah.
because you know, of what
Mhm.
happened.
Yeah.
And I just drank this thing, this juice. I couldn't believe it. Like everything, the problem didn't go away.
Mm-hmm.
What happens is you started feeling good, and you get inspirations. You get, what about if I would do that? What about if I would do this? You get those ideas because you feel good.
Yeah.
When you raise your on a uh, you know, emotional scale, if you
Mm-hmm.
lift up towards joy, towards you know, gratitude, towards love, anywhere close to love, everything
Mm-hmm.
starts happening for you, for your benefit,
Wow, it's so true. I mean,
because
like,
you create your life.
yeah. So
And
I love
this
that because it sounds like you change that victim mindset into like creative mode and these it helps you, make that switch, and help you like open up to the possibilities of what is, despite the
exactly,
challenge.
exactly, they are no victims,
Mm-hmm.
because everybody creates their own life.
Yeah.
You have to take responsibility for it. So when
Mm-hmm.
you have something that helps you staying there
Mm-hmm.
with higher vibration,
Yeah.
everything starts changing for
Yeah.
positive. So, and this is, of course, people are using drugs or
Mm-hmm.
some other stuff to get there.
Which have side effects on top of that.
Terrible side effects.
Yeah.
And here you have pure energy.
From
You
nature,
empower your body to start working on the
Mhm.
highest level.
Which all comes from nature because we are part of nature, nature is a part of us. So we're basically plugging in by taking, some of these products, it sounds like to me.
Absolutely. So imagine, you know, like a lot of people have problem with weight.
Mm-hmm.
They want to lose weight,
Yes.
and they are getting Ozempic.
Mm-hmm.
And you know the side effects.
Yes, there's a lot of side
There are
effects.
a lot of side effects. So what about if you get something that actually empowers your body to produce GLP-1?
Mm. Yeah.
Because instead of giving something from outside, which is artificial, which
Mm-hmm.
disturbs the body, the same with hormones.
Yep.
You know, if you just try to get hormone therapy, if you don't need it, you just do it for beauty, let's say, right? You act on two hormones mainly. But what about if you have some plant-based supplement that will empower all your hormones,
Yeah.
right? So this is what I am after, you know,
Me too.
something that is not going to disturb your body.
Mm-hmm.
The worst case scenario is not going to work.
Yes.
That's the worst case scenario, right?
Exactly. Yes.
you have nothing to lose
Yeah.
and everything to win. So that's my story today. And I would love you guys to try it. You have no risk,
Yeah.
and you can really share with us your results.
Yeah, I love everything that you just shared. So thank you for all the details. Also with the statistics. I personally am trying that one about the weight, and I do feel that it does regulate my appetite as well. Not in an unhealthy way, it's a very like healthy, natural way of like, looking at how you nourish yourself. So the way I, crave certain foods, like I don't crave the junk food as much as before. And I think all of that is tied in right to the a lot of the things going on like stress or challenges that may come up. Everybody's going to have a challenge of something, right? And it's going to bring up some stress. We're still human. We're still going through all of this. So I don't want anybody to take away that, everything about the energy that we talk about is only just about the light and the positive. There's a balance of things that occur, right? There's shadow that comes up, there's fear that comes up, and with that comes the stress. And so why not try all the tools that are available right now for us, whether that be energy, whether that be certain like products like that come from nature itself that can help enhance our health in all different ways, right? It's about, it's putting them all together. It's a combination of many things, which is one of the things that I've been looking at myself because I look at my parents, right? They've gotten much older, they're having their health issues. And I think to myself, well, now is the time for me to start looking at my health in a much more, focused way of improving now. And, before, to be preventive, in other words. And I also look at stuff like exercise and all those things, which hiking for me out in nature, those things, and when we combine those things, I mean, you're gonna be like a superhero, superpower, like superhuman, for the new earth, I would say. But
No, this,
so yeah.
you are absolutely right that you need the whole system.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, and the next thing is people more and more want to have somebody to talk to, and because they go to doctors and they have for them 2 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Patient.
$10,000, yeah.
Right, exactly. So here is somebody like if for example you start working with me, you will have every month at least we will touch base and
Mm-hmm.
see if that goes the right direction, if there is something else you want to achieve, because
Mm-hmm.
there's so many things like you said,
Mm-hmm.
and yes, and we want to know which one is everybody's different.
Yes.
And that's why it is so good that there are so many things, because
Mm-hmm.
there is a buffet, but
Yeah.
not everybody likes to eat broccoli, let's say, right?
Yeah.
But you have the whole buffet, you can choose. Maybe you eat
Mm-hmm.
this, in the same here, that you have everything, you can try, and you
Mm-hmm.
can see if that's for you. If it's for you, fantastic. If it's not for you, then you have somebody to guide you, because there is also so much garbage around.
Yes, agreed.
So,
Yeah. So, I
don't
would say,
work.
yeah, I would say that if you're looking to try these products, you'll find them all in the show notes, all the information there if you want to try it out for yourself. But I do highly recommend it. Start looking at ways to improve your health in different ways and, reach out to Dr. Grazyna as well. If there's any particular questions you have, you want to talk to her some more on, you'll find all that information in the show notes. So, what are your final thoughts for us, Dr.
Uh,
Grazyna?
Well, Monica, first of all, thank you for the work you are doing, because that is so needed. And for everybody else, you have only one body.
Mm,
And your body is asking you to take care of it.
yes.
Your body said, please help me to rebuild myself. That's
Mm,
what your body is telling you. And just help it, because it's much more important than the house and the car that you drive. That's your body. Because car, you can buy a new car. House, you can just move out and go
mhm.
somewhere else.
Very
But it's
true.
very difficult to move out of your body or change your body for a new one, right? So you better take care of it. And it is not expense. it is investment.
Yeah, I love that. That is a very powerful last words on health and wellness. Thank you so much for being a guest again. And we'll
Yeah.
have another one of these, another round. I think
you.
it's so important
Thank
for
you,
us.
Monica. And anybody, please get in touch.
Yeah.
I will be happy to talk to you. The 15 minutes call is for free, and you don't need to worry about it. And we can
Mhm.
give you some guidance. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And I'll catch all of you listeners in the next episode.
If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to click like, save, and share with others so they can also experience what you just experienced. And stay tuned for some more high vibe episodes. And I'll be connecting with you in the next quantum field. Sending you so much love.